2 years ago. I wasn't supposed to be there that night. I had just started a new job in a different city and money was tight. So instead of booking something expensive, I found a cheap hotel online. Too cheap, honestly. But at the time, I didn't question it. That was my first mistake. The hotel looked normal from the outside. Maybe a little old, but nothing too strange. The lobby was almost empty when I walked in, except for the receptionist. He didn't greet me. He just stared. I remember thinking maybe he was tired or something. I told him I had a reservation and, without saying a word, he handed me a key. Not a card, a key. Room 907. I asked him if the elevator was working and he just slowly nodded. Still didn't say a single word. That's when I started feeling off, but I ignored it. The elevator ride was wrong. It was too quiet. No music, no sound, just that faint humming noise. And for some reason it felt like it was taking way longer than it should. When it finally stopped at the 9th floor, the doors opened to a completely empty hallway. No lights at the end, just darkness. My room was the last one. As I walked down the hallway, I noticed something strange. All the other doors had numbers, but they looked scratched, like someone tried to remove them, except mine. 907 looked brand new. When I got inside, everything seemed normal again. Bed, TV, bathroom, nothing unusual. I even laughed at myself for overthinking. That was my second mistake. Around 2:30 a.m., I woke up. Not because of a sound, but because something felt wrong, like I wasn't alone. Then I heard it. A soft knock, 3 times. I froze. I checked my phone. 2:34 a.m. No one should be knocking at that hour. I stayed silent. Then it happened again. But this time, it was slower. I walked quietly toward the door. There was no peephole, which I found really weird. So I asked, "Who is it?" For a few seconds, nothing. Then a voice replied. A voice that sounded exactly like mine. "Open the door." I stepped back instantly. My heart was pounding so hard I thought I'd pass out. There was no way that voice came from outside. Then it started whispering, not loudly, right behind the door. "I know you're in there. You shouldn't be in this room." I grabbed my phone and tried calling the front desk. No signal, no Wi-Fi, nothing. Then suddenly, the knocking stopped. Complete silence. I thought it was over. I really did, until I heard something from inside the room, the bathroom. The door was slightly open now. I was 100% sure I had closed it earlier, and from inside, I heard breathing. Slow, heavy, not mine. I didn't check. I didn't want to. I grabbed my bag, opened the door, and ran. I didn't even look back. As I was running down the hallway, I noticed something that still haunts me. All the doors were open, every single one. And inside each room, there was someone standing, watching me. But none of them had faces. I made it to the elevator and kept pressing the button. It took forever, way too long. When the doors finally opened, there was no one inside, but I could hear something breathing. I ran down the stairs instead. When I reached the lobby, the receptionist was standing in the exact same position, like he never moved. This time, he smiled and said his first words to me, "You weren't supposed to leave room 907. I didn't reply. I just ran out of the hotel and never looked back. The next morning, I checked online again. That hotel doesn't exist anymore. And the worst part, there is no record of a 9th floor.